This is the famous Qatari YouTuber Ghanim Al Muftah at the World Cup 2022 opening ceremony, where he shared the stage with Hollywood actor Morgan Freeman. He suffers from caudal regression syndrome, which affects the development of the lower half of the body. At the magnificent opening ceremony, he met Morgan Freeman at the middle of the stage, and they went on to have a very meaningful and important discussion about tolerance.
Am I welcome?
We sent out the call because everyone is welcome. This is an invitation to the whole world.
After this, Morgan Freeman sits next to him on the floor, which I felt was very touching because I believe it is a Bedouin tradition to sit on the floor and have a discussion amongst friends. And here they went on to talk about important issues such as harmony and unity and acceptance. And I thought it was really lovely and beautiful. I also feel that this discussion had a lot to do with the controversy surrounding Qatar hosting the World Cup.
How can so many countries, languages, and cultures come together if only one way is accepted?
I think Morgan Freeman asked a really good question over here, and again I think he's referring to those people who are saying that Qatar should not be hosting the World Cup. And I absolutely love Ghanim's response to this question because we can all learn so much from it.
We were raised to believe that we were scattered on this earth as nations and tribes, so we could learn from each other and find beauty in our differences.
He says in reply, we were raised to believe that we were scattered on this earth as nations and tribes, so we could learn from each other and find beauty in our differences. This is actually a teaching from the Quran. I believe there is great wisdom in this teaching and that we could all learn from this. It is not just about being tolerant, but it's about loving each other. It's about seeing our differences as something beautiful. We improve ourselves by increasing our knowledge about other people, about people from different cultures and different countries, learning different languages. We could all learn from this, and this is a very important message for the whole world, especially during this time. It is much needed.
What unites us here in this moment is so much greater than what divides us.
With tolerance and respect, we can live together under one big home. In Arabic, Bayt al-Sha'ar is the Bedouin tent. Wherever it is built, that is home.
He talks about the Bayt al-Sha'ar, the Bedouin tent, which is an important part of their culture, and it signifies home. And once you set it up, everyone is welcome. I think that's a beautiful thing. And this is something deep rooted in Bedouin culture, hospitality and love and togetherness and brotherhood.
All you here, we welcome you into our home.
As Ghanim says, it's an invitation to the whole world. They are welcoming people from all over the world, regardless of their background. And as for those questioning Qatar hosting the World Cup and criticizing that country, I personally think that Piers Morgan is one of the few people in the media who is rightly calling out the hypocrisy of the West, and especially BBC, for the first time ever not airing the World Cup opening ceremony. There's a famous phrase attributed to Jesus that I strongly feel that those in the West should pay close attention to, and its meaning. Let he who is without sin cast the first stone, meaning only those who are faultless have the right to blame others. No country that has ever hosted the World Cup is faultless. The last country that hosted the World Cup was Russia, and I believe the next country is the USA. You can probably tell where this argument is headed. Qatar should be given the same opportunity and shown the same respect that all the countries before it received when they hosted the World Cup. Let us all listen to our inspirational and wise Qatari friend when he says, with tolerance and respect, we can live together.